Now this one here, there's something crazy with this one. I want to we'll get to it in just a second. It's probably gonna trigger a lot of you guys. We are missing some hardware here. Not good. All right guys, welcome back to the channel. We are off to the bank. I got a special phone call. Probably wouldn't make a video about this except for the fact that by the end of it, one of two things is gonna happen. It's gonna either be all good or it's gonna be all bad. So we shall see. You just have to keep watching because we're off to get our heads. Yes, we're off to pick up the heads. About a month and a half ago, we dropped them off. They've been keeping in touch with me, basically saying that the heads were good. None of the metal from the detonation and all of the stuff that went wrong in our engine failure transferred into the valves. They didn't have to do a valve job, anything like that. They didn't have to replace them. In the last video, I was a little bit stressed out because it came down to basically there was no valves in the country. We were missing two intake valves, and what they did was they found a company in California, but they found them. They found two valves, overnighted them from California, and then I didn't think I'd be picking up until 2-3 days later, but here we are the very next day after I filmed that last video. And very, very excited because this is one step closer to getting the Mustang fixed, back on track, ready to go, and start the whole engine rebuild series, if you will. So hopefully this is one of the last little stupid updates, but it's pretty cool because I want to be able to showcase this to you guys in case something like this happens, our successes and our failures, and just document the whole thing on camera. So we're gonna head to the bank, pick up some money. I think that we're gonna be in it for about 430 bucks thereabout is what they told me. They were quoting me like $150, which I thought was insanely cheap, but it's certainly better than buying two heads. But yeah, here we go. All right, we picked up the heads. We're back home, and yeah, you guys got to check this out. So tell me what you think. Okay, so we have our heads. Remember I said in the beginning, this is going to be good or it's going to be bad. So let me pull this out real quick, show you what we're dealing with. Okay, so first off, it was a reputable machine shop, but yeah, looks like it's still a little bit dirty. These things did go through the entire cleaning process. Cars driving by, but what they did was inspect everything for flatness. They did everything they were supposed to do. Now this one here looks like it's all pretty much good to go. We got some dirt though, it needs to be cleaned up. And normally when they're in bags like this, they're like pristine, clean. And interesting because these guys are drag racers too. You would think that it would all be perfectly clean, but for the sake of YouTube and this whole thing of just telling this story, we want to make sure that everything is video documented. But yeah, these are the valves here, and what they did was they resurfaced everything, made sure they were all good to go. I made it very clear that we were going to throw a lot of boost at the car, and the heads needed to be fine. So this is my first engine failure that I've ever dealt with. So a lot of you guys that have experience with something like this, if you've ever had like head work or anything like this, let me know in the comments what you think about what we're looking at right here, because this is the first time I've taken them out of the bag. Now this one here, there's something crazy with this one. I want to we'll get to it in just a second. It's probably going to trigger a lot of you guys, and again, let me know in the comments how you feel about all this. But the heads were supposedly good to go, everything is flat. And yeah, they did say that they had to replace 4 of them because they were actually bent from what happened. But I'm going to flip this guy around and then make sure it's good to go. And then we're going to look at this one because, again, this one's going to probably upset some of you, because and maybe it's fine, but we'll see it in just a second. So it's probably normal there. Just again doing all this on camera so we can get the full. Where is my, where's all my followers? What the hell? Okay. That means that they didn't put them back in. That's not good. Okay, so I'll have to make a phone call and see where they're at. We are missing some hardware here. Not good. All right, here's the other one. This one looks like it's a little bit cleaner. But now, before I show you the I guess carnage, for lack of a better word, here beneath my hand, I want to point out that these intake valves, there's like none in the country, the ones that we were after. So the ones that they replaced, you'll see in just a second, are actually they're actually custom. So they're rated for boost, so I'm told, from SI is the company, I believe, in California, and they overnighted these intake valves to me. So big shout out to those guys. Hopefully everything is going to be fine, but all of this looks like it's okay. Certainly better condition, or at least cleaner than the other, but here we go. So they resurfaced and cleaned a bunch of these. They did have to replace these guys right here, and this would probably be cylinder 4 there, and these are the new ones there. They look super good, but a little bit different than your Ford OEM stuff right here. Now, this was one that I saw, and I asked him, you know, when I was picking these up, because that sticks out like a sore thumb. I saw it and I was like, what in the hell? Why did you not replace that? And they said that they cleaned it up, and all of this is flat. It looks like it's boogered up, but when I rub my hands across it, it's just as flat as the other, so a little bit of scarring. But they said everything's sealed up fine, and they said that they would have called me, and you know, they would obviously replace this had something been wrong. But looks like right here that was the bad side. We dropped them off. A bunch of these were bad, they need to be replaced. But yeah, this should be fine. It just, yeah, I can't even get my fingernail in there, so it just looks odd. But these are the new custom ones, stainless steel. They said that they're going to be rated for more power than the Ford OEM, but whatever. If it works, it works. Let me know again in the comments what you think about all this. These are OEM replacements there. But when we roll this guy over again, we are still missing some hardware. There should be these guys that go right there, all along. So I got to make the phone call and figure out what happened to them, where they're at. They probably just forgot to put them back in the cylinder heads here. But we also, these are garbage. Yeah, we're not going to reuse those. There's some of the other stuff. So we got to make that phone call. But supposedly everything is completely flat. There was no scarring anywhere else, so we should be good to go. But yeah, again guys, this is my first engine failure, anything like this. This is my first experience ever dealing with anything like this. So I know that this is just another update video, hopefully the last one, and then we can actually start, once we figure out where my missing hardware is here. And then we can get my beautiful Mustang back on the road, remount the twin turbos, and take it to a track near me, or maybe even near you. You know, honestly, the plan is to build this thing back from the ground up and throw some serious power at it, yes. But obviously in 2020 we want to start taking this thing across the country, not just local stuff around here. So should be a lot of fun, should be pretty cool, and definitely look for this car at a track near you. But been pulling the stripes off of the car, getting everything else. I need to put axles in it. Probably can do that before the car even rolls out of this driveway here, or out of the garage, and that way, just one less thing to do. I can do that myself in probably about an hour. Not too bad. DSS 2000 horsepower axles there, And yeah, so hopefully again this is the last video that you guys will see the car sitting here, and then the next ones will actually be doing the tear down and rebuild, and then that should be it. And hopefully this will be the last time that this ever happens with this car, anything crazy bad like this. But yeah guys, that's gonna be the video. So I'm gonna put these in the garage, wrap them up in the plastic, make a phone call, figure out where the rest of my hardware is here, because we definitely need that. It should have been with it. I don't know what happened. They probably just got rushed and forgot to give it to me, so no big deal. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about what you see here in the comments. Those that have been through this situation personally. This looks pretty clean though. Definitely cleaner than that one. That one had dirt all over it. So I don't know, but yeah, that one looks scary, but supposedly it seals up and it's fine, so I'm told. And I made it very, very clear that we want to throw as much power as we can through this as possible. We don't want to, you know, go through another situation like what we've been dealing with for the past like month and a half. But yeah, this is I don't know, but you know, I do think it is it does hold relevance to, I think, tell the story for anybody that does go through this, that, you know, things happen and we can move on from here. But yeah, hopefully again this will be the last silly little update video that you guys see, and the next ones from here on out will be back to our fun regular content. I know everybody's been dying to see the car up and running, for the car to get complete, and then we can actually start, you know, taking to the track and doing, you know, cool guy stuff with it. But all that's coming. This is a wrap. I guess basically I'm wrapping this thing back up. But yeah, I want to say again, thank you for being patient.